all of Sid's books are worth reading. This one is one that's worth owning and referring to again and again, because it's like he took the heart of his message and put it in this book and took everything else out. Whereas this is just a book of simple, boiled down to the very core statements of the absolute basis of the understanding of the three principles. There's nothing that you might want to know about the principles that you would not find in this book. I can truthfully say that, because when Sid was writing it in 1998, I was asked to help him edit it. And I was always trying to add things, and he kept subtracting them and saying, no, that's not necessary, dearie. We've already said that over here, So it was very sweet. He kept making it simpler and simpler and simpler. I learned a lot from that experience. I can't say I helped Sid very much, but he helped me. Anyway, so I wanted to just read you a few parts from the chapter called Living in the Now, because I'm going to go back to what we started with today. People make such a big thing out of it. Like the now was some mysterious state of consciousness that you have to achieve through remarkable effort. And the thing is, what the now is, a free and clear mind, present at the moment. That's it. And if you're not present in the moment, in your head, you're somewhere other than the now, because you're thinking about, there's only, like I said, three things we can be thinking about: the past, the now, or the future. So this is from Living in the Now. The past is a ghost that cannot be held in the palm of your hand. The past is a ghost. A lot of people are haunted by their past. But the past is a ghost. It's over. It hasn't happened since it happened. So, and it never happens exactly the same way again. So it's a ghost. It's just a memory trace. The future cannot be grasped, no matter how desirable or enticing it may appear. It's like if you've bought tickets to go to Hawaii next month, you can't go tomorrow. Your ticket is for next month. So no matter how much you wish you were sitting on a beach in Waikiki, you're not getting there till your ticket says you can go. So there's no point spending a lot of time, thinking about the future. Once you've decided what you're going to do next, you just leave it alone until it comes. Nor can the present be held, no matter how beautiful or exciting. And see, that's the key. Nor can the present be held, no matter how beautiful or exciting. And you know how sometimes you have peak moments in life and you think, oh, I wish this moment would last forever, but it won't. But if you spend time wishing it would last forever, you're in the future. You're not enjoying that moment. Because the present is gone just like that, and then it becomes the past. And something else is happening. So appreciation, what we get from the now is appreciation. It slows time down. When your mind is free and clear, we've all had moments in our life where it's like time slowed down and we're filled with gratitude and appreciation and awe for whatever that was. That's the now. When our minds are truly quiet, time is meaningless, because we made that up too. Time is a construct. What's a minute? It's 60 seconds. What's 60 seconds? It's 60 of those little things that make up a minute. Well, who made that up? Somebody made it up. Before that, it was just time passing. The days happened. So we think about time as though it had some overwhelming significance, and you think about all of the centuries in which there were humans walking the face of the planet, did not have watches or iPhones. And then what time it was is where the sun was. And had nothing to do with fast or slow. See if we forget that. So begin the process of nourishing the soul by living in the now. Forget the past and the future and just be. Just be. And you will surely be rewarded by living in the now. Just be. Just be means I'm not thinking about myself. I'm not worried about myself. I'm not asking myself if I'm doing it right. I'm not dealing with issues. I'm just here now. Living in the now requires a clear mind. In clearing our minds, we may have to give up something to receive something. If you wanted to replace a glass of stale wine with fresh wine, first you must pour out the old wine. It's the same with clearing our minds of unwanted, stale thoughts. We must rid ourselves of yesterday's negative thoughts to receive today's new and positive feelings. This is Sid talking. I do not ask anyone to ignore their past experiences. This would be denial, and denial is not a healthy state. A lot of people will tell you in traditional psychology, they'll say, well, you know, if you're living in the now, you're in denial because you're trying to pretend the past never happened. That's not the point. We're just trying to say the past is what it is. It's a ghost. Not that it never happened, not that you'll never remember it, not that it'll never come to mind, but to put it in its proper place. It's a thought, a passing thought. Instead, seek a clearer understanding of the past. Realize that the negative feelings and emotions from past traumatic experiences are no longer true. They are merely memories, a collection of old, stale thoughts. In my own experience, I cannot tell you how many rape victims I've worked with who've read that paragraph and burst into tears. Because they'd been living their lives as though it was still happening. Traumatic experiences from the past are no longer true. They are merely a collection of old, stale thoughts.